Game on!
And a reminder that in these quarter-finals it's the best of 19 legs. First to 10 makes it through to the last 4.
76.
Potentially 3 games in one day for whoever prevails in the final later on this evening. The 4 quarters this afternoon and the semi-final and final this evening. I'm sure you'll get it a little bit more boisterous as the afternoon progresses. A few late nights, I think, from some of the audience, just slowly working their way through the doors.
60.
It's looking that way. Some jaded figures, even amongst those that are in. He was only working this morning, that gentleman. Talk about the fact that they will have to play 3 games in a day, whoever makes the final. That's going to suit some of the guys more than others.
Yeah, they've done it before so often now. This was one of the, well, Terry Jenkins, it's the first maximum. Start from the ball, but this was the first tournament on the calendar that you had to do that. There's now 2 or 3 others, the Players' Championship and some of the European tours where you have to play 3 rounds. Well, Dolan replying in kind. Almost. Decent start from both players. We say so often, the start is so important, but as we saw in that last game, Kevin Painter, 13 and 11 darts, and then proceeded to lose the next 6 legs.
Require 124.
Treble 20, his first shot here. Now a look for treble 18 with 104 left. A shade away from leaving himself a dart at the ball to win the first leg against the darts.
Require 120.
Oh, great setup. Jenkins not hit a ton plus shot apart from that maximum, and he's not going to have a throw at the double at this visit. So Dolan, a very, very early opportunity. Both players will be leaving the double. It'll be Dolan with the first opportunity.
80. Brendan, you require 32.
3 darts at it for the first leg of this quarter-final against the darts. No problem. Great start for the man from County Fermanagh.
Second leg, Brendan, the
Nice little 13 dart leg there from Dolan, and these are the kind of solid performances he's been putting over in the Pro Tour particularly. Had a good European Tour win and a Pro Tour win. Got himself back up to world number 13.
78.
So some serious darts from Dolan over the last couple of years. Terry Jenkins looking to get back in that top 16 and maybe a run or even a win here today. Could do that for him.
They're just outside at the moment, isn't he? I think 19. Another potential milestone for him today is his career earnings. A good day today takes him over the £1 million mark in his career.
85.
There's only £2 in front of John Rawling.
What's the time? No less than that.
95.
Already this season, Terry Jenkins, 2 9-darters, 1 in the Worlds and 1 in the UK Open qualifier. So his game is pretty good at the moment, despite that early exit in the World Championships.
Now, it was a funny game, that one, against Per Larsen, because he got the 9-darter, he had a 170 checkout, and he lost.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was one of those potential banana skins. He's certainly an experienced Danish player, been in the World Championship 5 or 6 times, so it was one of those. Butlins, one of the major venues now on the PDC circuit. We're back here again later on in the year for the Players' Championship, but Dolan starting off well here in the second quarter-final, looking for a place in the semi-final. And as you say, 4 different semi-finalists. Strange. And that's what happens in this tournament. Oh, great dance on the ball, leaves himself tops. Attacking the Dolan throw.
And good pressure on this 98 that Brendan Dolan needs. Treble 18 will leave him double 12. There's a single 20, and he too on 40 if he gets the chance to come back. Tops for Terry Jenkins, nails it with the first dart, and it's 1-1.
Well, the second leg took almost the same path as the first one. Was attacked by the player throwing second, leaves the double. Playing throwing first leaves it also, but doesn't get a throw at it. 2 13-dart legs, 1 for each.
Had identical averages as well after a leg apiece, just a shade over 103. Terry's averages throughout the tournament have been slightly better. Averaged 98 in beating Paul Nicholson, 95 in seeing off James Wade yesterday. Brendan 3 or 4 points below that in his respective games against Nigel Hayden and Aidan Kirk.
Yeah, you could argue that Terry Jenkins has had the harder route to this quarter-final, with no disrespect to the 3 opponents Brendan's beaten. Paul Nicholson, Wade, and obviously Stuart Kellett in the first one.
177.
It's a great win against James Wade, because James Wade did come all the way back, took it to the last leg. Jenkins was focused.
100.
Certainly in good form.
And he's nicked the darts again here, Brendan Dolan. This could be the 3rd successive leg against the throw. Look at this, as he looks for his first maximum. It's a bounce out. He's had a 177, and he's so unlucky he's not got a 180 there.
Well, as you can see, the dart was in the treble 20, but the path was spoilt by the flight. Terry Jenkins, oh, the path went the other way.
21.
But this one stayed in the board.
20s or 18s here for Dolan, and he went the latter route. Treble 20 for tops and a 104 for another leg against the darts.
84.
Just the wrong side of the wire.
Terry, you require 120.
Well, he missed the treble 82 by a while, but hitting the 4 gave him the opportunity for treble 20 tops, but couldn't quite hit. Well, that's a bad dart from Terry, and he knows it. He's been pretty solid so far in this match. Gave him 2 darts at treble 20 there, but prevailed to hit
80.
the 5.
Brendan, you require 20.
It's a double 10 for Brendan Dolan. They'll take a 2-1 lead.
Game show in the 3rd leg. Brendan Dolan. 4th leg. Brendan
Against the darts is the story
Game
of
on.
this match so far. 2-1 to the Irishman.
Excellent scoring, as you can see, from Brendan Dolan, albeit in the early stages after only 3 legs, but 106 or so. Not a bad start to a big day.
100.
No, good start from both players, you have to say. 2 maximums from Jenkins.
On the basis they look as identical as they did, is that legal?
46.
All like me and Mace this morning after the night out.
Hoping by 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon you'll have improved to looking like that.
140.
A lot of makeup. Well, again, the player throwing second is attacking the throw. And you could have another leg against the darts. Well, certainly with darts like that from Dolan. Recovered with the last one, slightly.
Nobody's been able to hold their throw so far, and Brendan's started this leg with 100, then 46 and 70. So finds himself 124 adrift.
He's not going to leave himself a finish. So Jenkins will have at least 2 visits to the board to try and peg out the 161 for the 4th consecutive leg against the throw. Yeah, good thinking from Jenkins. Didn't need to go the bull route. Leaves himself tops. Both in the 100 averages still, so good standard.
Good pressure though from the man from Belcoon, County Fermanagh. He too left with tops if he gets a shot at it, but Jenkins hasn't missed the dart at a double yet, and he still hasn't.
Well, can somebody hold throw in this first session? All four against the throw. The last one before the break. If Jenkins can just hold, he'll certainly be the happier of the two.
99.
Going into the first break with the lead. Long way to go though.
It's the sixth meeting of the two players, the first televised meeting. Brendan won the last one, which was at the semi-finals of one of the Players' Championships events in Barnsley back in November. And Terry had won each of the previous four. Little to choose between the pair of them in the opening mini session of this quarter-final.
Well, Brendan Dolan style, he'll always take his time. Very slow and methodical player. He won't be rushed. He's had a few loose darts in the last couple of legs though.
45.
Jenkins looking to set up something in the next couple of visits. Good last dart there right in the middle. He'd be happy with that. Dolan some work to do.
Good game to get your teeth into, this one.
Well, we thought about the treble 15 to leave tops, but 25 is a decent shot because it leaves a two-darter. If he'd gone for the treble 15 and it was single, may have only left him one dart at the double. But Dolan is a long way behind
60.
in this leg.
Terry, you require 60.
So 6 darts at 60 for a 3-2 lead. Still hasn't missed a dart at a double, and tops is his friend again.
Terry Jenkins.
Excellent start from Bullock. 3-2 he leads at the end of the first mini session this quarter-final. Race to 10 in the second quarter-final of the Coral UK Open. We're back with the next mini session next. Welcome back, final day at the Coral UK Open. It's the quarterfinals, a glorious spring day here on the North Somerset coast. You can see the light coming in through the roof here, this magnificent domed arena, which is the venue for all 7 games today. That, Alan Warren, is significant because the two guys have stayed on stage during that interval, during the break, and you think that's merely a light factor. They don't want to come off the stage and then take time to adjust when they go back.
Well, that's right. Apart from the auditorium we've just seen there's all the TV lights on the stage. If you do go off, it's at the back and it's quite dark around there. And have you noticed quite a few times in this tournament, players have stayed on stage during the break, or if they have gone off, it's been very quick and they've been back on stage throwing ready for the next session to start. Very bright in there, summer's day, loads of TV lights.
It'll be very different tonight at the real business end of this tournament. 131 players already eliminated. A reminder that none of the guys left in have ever reached the last 4 of this tournament before this year. Mervyn King already through. And will it be Terry Jenkins or Brendan Dolan that joins him? 3-2, Terry leads. So effectively everything going with the darts so far, but that really doesn't begin to tell the story, because the first 4 legs of this match, all won with a break of throw.
Yeah, each player starting the leg was kind of begging to have a decent throw, but it never happened till that 5th one. But 6 darts thrown at the double and 5 hit is pretty impressive. 3 out of 3 for Jenkins, 2 out of 3 for Dolan. So they're not missing the doubles. The scoring hasn't been electrifying, but it's been pretty decent. And you see the double success. That's good in anybody's book.
100.
Yep, already in the calendar for 2015, 6th to the 9th of March. Plenty of people here already booked on site. Very popular now on the calendar here at Butlins Minehead.
64.
No finish now for Terry.
60.
Well, noticeably, Brendan Dolan's game has gone down since around leg 4, when he started hitting 2 or 3 poor visits to the board. He needs to consolidate this one now. He's in danger here of losing another leg against the throw.
100.
And Jenkins, the way he's been playing, may start one of his bull charges. Well, not with a dart like that. Just bulled you up, Terry, and then you hit a big one.
There's a few times that he's done that. I think that's the 3rd in the match so far, where he's been on a low 3-figure finish, and the first dart has just gone away from the 20s.
He lost his momentum, didn't he? He kept looking at the scoreboard and checking it. Well, Dolan's got a chance here now. 20 for bull or treble for double 5. He needs the bull. Oh, long way off for Brendan there. He could see it. Can't believe he missed it by such a distance.
It's the first dart that Terry has missed at top so far in this match. Able to rectify it very quickly, and he's won 3 in a row now to lead 4-2.
Well, that's 5 out of the 6 legs against the throw. Just the last 2 or 3 legs, Brendan Dolan has struggled with the scoring. His average has dropped down from just over 100 to just over 90, so that's pretty significant in just 2 or 3 legs. There we see, Terry's maintained the 100. Brendan's just dropped slightly. Needs to up that to get back into this match.
It's the 4th time that Terry Jenkins has played in the quarter-final of the Coral UK Open. And he's lost all 3 previous quarters in a deciding leg against Vincent van der Voort back in 2007. A couple of years later, Ronnie Baxter beat him, and then Phil Taylor 2 years ago. Brendan Dolan weighs in with his first maximum of the day.
Well, we've just been saying he needs to up the ante. Well, you can't get any bigger than a maximum.
81.
Needs to consolidate that one. Try and get this leg. It is against the throw. And then if he can hold it, all of a sudden, when he looked in danger, he's been a long way behind Jenkins. He could be level. Still some work to do though. But this is better from the Irishman.
60.
Well, that was a good last dart by Jenkins, because if he did a single 20, he wouldn't have left a finish. So he had to hit the treble.
$60. Terry, you require 132.
The ball looking at Bull. Will he look for it again?
Looks like he's going for 14 to the left. Yeah, could just see the switch in the eye angle. I'm surprised he didn't stay on the ball there. There was a lot of room, especially when you've just hit it.
124. And then you require 101.
Treble 19. Brendan Dolan eyeing up here. Single 12. Double 16 for a 101 to get back within a leg.
85.
Well, you can see the concentration on Brendan Dolan there as he's throwing. Almost looks like he's sucking a wasp. His tongue out when he's throwing at the double. Ooh, deflection off the flight. Inside the 4, but he pegs the double 2.
Terry Jenkins. 8th leg, Brendan the front first. Game on.
Well, there was a chance there for Dolan. As I said, if he'd have won against the throw, would have been throwing here for 4-4. But Jenkins re-establishes his lead, now at 5-2.
Terry halfway there, has won 5 of the 10 legs that he needs in this best of 19. Brendan knows that he's had darts at doubles in the last 2 legs, missed them both. One at the ball in leg 6, one at 16s in leg 7. And this is a massive leg for him now. Simply cannot afford to lose the throw again.
No, and as we saw in that last one, Kevin Painter started off well, and then Mervyn King rattled in 6 or 7 consecutive legs. All players are capable of it. Just going to dig deep sometimes when things aren't going right. I've seen so often these games can change so often with a big finish or a few darts at double. This is my moment. Get out of my way.
$81.